I've been on the lookout recently for a decent 1440p monitor to level up my gaming benchmark testing here on the channel. So far, I've been using an old 1080p 60Hz that I picked up secondhand years ago, and it's done me really well, but recently it started popping and buzzing, so I think it might be on its way out. Luckily, thanks to a little bit of research and not judging a book by its cover, I've stumbled across what might just be the best and cheapest 1440p monitor on the market. Hey YouTube, I'm Danny, welcome to Danny's Tech Channel. 1440p is quickly becoming the go-to resolution for gamers due to its decreasing cost and GPU performance increasing recently. Allow me to introduce you to the not-so-flashy X27Q by HP. What you're looking at here is a 27-inch QHD screen, which is 2560 by 1440 resolution. It has 1 millisecond gray-to-gray response time using overdrive. There's a 165 Hz refresh rate IPS panel, and the monitor includes variable refresh rate, which is FreeSync and G-Sync compatible. Also, it includes HDR400. If you're curious about the dimensions of this monitor to see if it'll fit on your desk, it is 24.15 inches long by 20.17 inches high. The base that comes with the monitor is 8.44 inches by 8.33 inches. I guess I should touch on the price real quick so I can get that out of the way. This monitor's MSRP is $299 USD. I paid $250 for it, and I think it's a pretty good deal. However, currently I just checked Amazon, you can get it over there for $218, which is even cheaper than I paid. I'll leave an Amazon affiliate link below in case you want to go pick one up for yourself. It doesn't cost you anything to use my affiliate links, and it helps out the channel. So I'll just thank you in advance for using it. Let's take a quick walk around the monitor. There's really not a whole lot of inputs on this thing. It's actually very simplistic, as you can see from the design. On the back side, you'll see one HDMI 2.0 port, one DisplayPort 1.4, and a 3.5mm audio output jack. That's it. There's nothing else to it. Well, besides the power plug, but I really don't feel like I need to touch on that. This thing also has a few extra features I want to tell you about real quick. It has height, tilt, and pivot adjustability. Not a whole lot, but enough to get by. You can run it horizontal or vertical for those streamers out there as well. It has a 100 by 100 VESA mount. This is how I decided to use my X27Q to kind of keep it out of the way when I don't need it. You can see right now it's kind of floating here. That's because it's sitting on the monitor arm. I don't have it on the included stand. The last cool little feature is HP's IEEE. It's kind of silly when you say it like that, but what it does is prevents blue light strain if you're sitting at your computer late at night. It doesn't hurt your eyes like it would in the dark with non-blue light filter. Since I already took the monitor out of the box, I really can't do an unboxing, and I didn't record it. Sorry, I got excited. I'll just tell you what was inside. The only things inside the box are the monitor, a DisplayPort cable, the power cord, a warranty card, and the product notice. HP's big claim to fame on their website is this is sustainably sourced packaging. Yeah, right. I guess they needed this packaging space for shipping because they didn't want to damage the monitor or something. I don't know, but it's a really big box for not that big of a monitor. I want to talk about the user interface of this thing because the user interface is basic, but it does offer good usability. The button layout is as follows. It's got the menu button at the top, your input, the color, brightness, and then your power button. The cool thing is when you press the menu button from facing the front of the screen, it shows up what each button is and the location that it's at. So you don't have to have your hand behind there feeling around for the different buttons. You can just see right where the button is in relation to the screen. As far as the user interface goes, it is relatively simple to use. I don't like to overcomplicate things, I just want them to work. So this was a good change compared to some other monitors that I've tried. It has a couple different menu options. The ones that I found really useful is the 8 different color presets with a full customizable RGB mode. So you can scroll through. I have mine set to gaming mode, but there's plenty of other options. You have like native resolution mode, you have color modes, night modes, that type of stuff. It also has a gaming menu with a few nice features too. You can enable or disable adaptive sync, which is the FreeSync and G-Sync capabilities of the monitor. You have 4 choices of response time level. Level 1 is the best, and it gives you the least amount of ghosting. It also has an option to show your frame rate display right on the monitor, so you don't even need software. It'll show you what the monitor is running at. And then you can also turn on a crosshair option as well. That's kind of a nice feature for a monitor that's in this budget price range. Usually you only see that on the higher end monitors. But it was really easy to enable the crosshairs or get to the FPS counter menu if you wanted. So what are my final thoughts on the X27Q? If you skip to the end, this is really the TLDR. You can just view this and be on your way if you want. I really don't care. This is a fantastic monitor at a great price. For just over $200, you get a 27-inch 1440p IPS display, you get 165 Hz refresh rate, and a 1 millisecond response time. As you can see, it has awesome contrast and sharpness, and the 1440p upgrade over 1080p is a lot bigger than you would think it is. Now, I'm not really a monitor reviewer or anything like that. This is not my expertise or anything. This is just me being an average consumer, giving you the information about the monitor that I got. I mean, it is a very cheap monitor, and it has a lot of nice features that people enjoy. There's really only two gripes I had with this monitor. The HDR is not the best. HDR 400 is not very high-end HDR, it's introductory, and I think they just put it in there to say it was an HDR monitor because you can put it all over the advertising now, but the quality of it is not really that great. It's something to be desired. Honestly, it was better with it turned off anyways. I have it off right now and I think it looks incredible. Also, I'm not really in love with the stand. It is simplistic, it's very minimalist and stuff like that. And it does, you know, go up and down. It can pivot if you want to, but it's not pivoting on anything, just the base pivots back and forth. So it wouldn't be flush if you wanted to turn the monitor or anything. I just wish it had a few more movements, although I guess it doesn't really matter since I'm using a monitor arm on it anyways. Oh, also, if you're curious about the monitor arm, I got it over on Amazon. It's only like 35 bucks. It's a generic brand. I don't have any specific brand that I recommend or anything, but this one's worked great. It fits in the 100 by 100 slot. You adjust the gas struts with a little Allen key, and it works just like I wanted. I'll leave a link below for the monitor arm if you wanted to check it out for yourself. I hope you enjoyed my X27Q review. Hopefully it gave you some information about the monitor and it'll give you an idea of making an educated decision if you want to jump up to 1440p. This is your best entry level of it because for $200, you get all these features in the monitor, better resolution than a 1080p monitor, and it's not really breaking the bank. 200 bucks isn't terrible. At least I don't think so. And as I always say, I'm Danny with Danny's Tech Channel, and I'll see you in the next video.
They will be looking back at the